Hey everybody, this is Realm Jumper coming at you with another video. I want to do a World of Warcraft video, as those are usually my best videos in terms of views. But really the reason why I do this video is just to spend a little time with you all, and because I love making videos. So this video is called World of Warcraft, some tips to get the most out of it. Tip number 1, just play the game. Don't worry too much about the beginning to mid levels. The end game is where you should use the guides if you want to maximize your output like Wowhead. You can use it mid game too, but it's better to try to discover things on your own than end game and raid or PvP. However, it's about the journey, not the ultimate goal of gearing, that is the most rewarding and satisfying. The reason being is you will eventually hit a cap with your guild or pickup groups, pugs. And from there on out, it's more fun doing other stuff like profession achievements, mount hunting or alts, etc. Because the level increments of your gear will be so small, you're going to get bored eventually. Unless you're doing mythic with a really high-end guild, which is brutally difficult. Me personally, the best I've done is like the first 3 bosses of a heroic grade with pugs. The guilds are really, how do you say it? They really require high-level rating, like in Guild Wars 2 with Snow Crows builds, things like that, for you to be invited into that heroic type raid. Otherwise, you just probably, like me, be invited to normal, but that's okay. I'm not like, a big raider for heroic. I would love to be though. Anyway, tip number 2, roll a few alts. It's good to have an alt to mix things up a bit. With the 11.1.5 patch releasing this April 20th something, the bonuses for leveling, now's the time to try new specs. It's a lot of fun when you gear and do different expansions for retail with lower level characters and get them to max and raid, or you can level classic, whatever you prefer. If you've already done all the retail stories, go back to classic, revisit the stories. It's a great thing to do. I'm gonna try it myself probably, but I gotta do other stuff like finish the Guild Wars 2 campaigns. Oh man, so many MMOs, so little time. Tip number 3, roll a different spec. What do I mean by that? It means if you mainly go damage per second, DPS, you should try healer or tank. Currently the least used class is tank, so you should probably roll one of those. Also, as a healer or tank, it is much faster to find groups for dungeons, raids, and PvP. It's worth it. Healer is basically just whack-a-mole. And fix the spelling here. Whack-a-mole. And tank, you just press the buttons, move around, taunting off the other tank. It's easy, guys. The game is easy. I mean, compared to other MMOs, come on, let's be honest. World of Warcraft is an easy game. If you have any experience in video games, you can play World of Warcraft. For those of you without experience, it may take some time. But the game's really easy. It guides you a lot. It tells you where to go, at least for the retail. The classic is a little bit harder, but it's not as hard. Unless you're playing hardcore, right? One life and that's it. You can always spawn in classic if you die. But yes, gold is a little bit harder to get, but it's not like a super hard game. Tip number 4, decide on retail or classic, not both. Unless you're retired or rich, if you work full time, you won't have enough to play both. However, if you finish the campaign in one, you can try the other. Trust me, it's worth it to max it in one character so you can get to the end game campaigns and raids. Even with story raid, that makes it easier, but still, I'm sure you want to view a lot of end-game content, so try one first and then the other, and see which one you like best. I personally prefer retail, but I've been considering finishing classic. I do have like a mid-level character, 30s or 20s, and classic, and I've already, I was one of the first 6s in my server, or one of the, maybe first couple hundred to reach 60 back in retail. Not to brag or anything, but I didn't have a guild, so I never did the raids for classic, except maybe Blackwing Lair with a couple pugs. Anyways, and Blackwing Dust, which I led. Tip number 5, above all else, have fun. There is no point to playing World of Warcraft the game just to be the best, because there are a million of players and some will always have more time or better gear. You won't always get the item piece you want, so instead of focusing on getting the best, just have fun out there. The rest will come naturally. And I have a good example for that. I took a break from the game for a couple of weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, come back, and man, the loot drops just came to me in normal and heroic. Got a couple of heroic, Pieces Season 2. Very nice on my priest. Thank you, Uncle Blizzard. Last tip number 6. Don't use guides unless you are really stuck. It is better to discover stuff for yourself, and I understand if you're short on time. I've done it myself. It is cheating, I mean, going a while. You're technically finding stuff out you're supposed to figure out on yourself, but like it's a massive game, right? You don't have time. However, it is more rewarding to discover quests and items with the in-game tools than using the guide. Third-party add-ons are alright, but if you want the true experience, try solving most or some of the quests on your own, and you will see it as much more rewarding. And also, you get a feeling of accomplishment. I'll give you an example. I was doing a quest in Undermine where you're turning into a rat, and I had to find this merchant. It took me about 15 to 30 minutes to finish the quest. If I would have looked at the guide, it would have been 5 minutes. But I learned how to do it. And this increases my experience. This increases your skill. Because you're not relying on a guide. So when new content comes out, you'll have more experience and you'll be able to find it much quicker than having to rely on a guide that's not up yet. Honorable mention, really World of Warcraft is much easier than other MMOs, except when you get to the endgame heroic or mythic raids or mythic dungeons and high level PvP. In this case, the MMO is much easier than say Final Fantasy XIV EverQuest or even other harder MMOs. It is a traditional MMO and a great one. Don't forget to try the other side as well, Horde or Alliance. I prefer Alliance, but believe it or not, I've had a max character on Horde as well, back in the retail days. I hope you enjoy my tips. Have a good one. Let me know what character you're playing, and see you on the next video. Dungeon Pro. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I want to thank you. Big thanks. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, or one or the other, or both. Either way, it helps the channel, so it's much appreciated. Take care.